you know, you could just take it with.
Alright, Asha, let's look at what's in a 29-year-old student's makeup pouch looks like. Are these like your ride or die?
I would say most of these are. Some are just things that I've liked and trying on, maybe.
Okay, alright. Where do you want to start with?
I'm going to start however I would start my makeup.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with this.
Okay.
That's my Clinique moisturizer.
Okay.
I have a dry skin, dry combination, acne prone texture, all of those.
Okay.
So with this, it gives me a good base when I'm really dry around my nose, so it helps with that. And sometimes even if I don't put primer on, then it's easier to put my makeup on, so it's like a primer too.
Okay.
I will use that. Once I've done that, then I'm moving on to my sunscreen.
Okay.
So right now I'm doing the Innisfree.
Okay.
That's 50 plus and then PA plus plus plus. And I did the for dry skin, so sometimes even if I don't put my moisturizer on,
okay,
this can act as your moisturizer as well. So
okay.
I like this a lot. Once I've done that, I usually like to spray my face.
Okay.
And I've used all kinds of Mario Badescu sprays with the rose, the cucumber. This is just a newer one.
Okay.
One that I
think this one was the lavender one, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So this is with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. It smells like that too. It's pretty light, so, and I use this couple different steps, so, you know, but again, I'll use this, and I do have texture and pore around my nose and my cheek area, so I do use this pore minimizer, and it really does work. It's a Smashbox photo finish.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've used
focus
the
camera.
different Smashbox also, the clear gel. I think a lot of people have used that. I like that too, but this looks really good for your pores, so this is really good. Once it's settled, then I go ahead and move into like my base.
Okay.
So you just recently introduced me to this, the cushion foundation from Wet n Wild. It's cruelty free. That's the shade that I use, buff beige.
Yeah, it's not.
When I bought it though, the whole thing like was broken, but I'm trying to like salvage it, but it works. It's really good. So then I like to top it off when I'm not at work, but I'm like kind of out. I actually did that today. So I'll just go ahead and use this on top of that. That had SPF too. This has a little bit of SPF 30. Actually, this is pretty good amount, even if I do forget to put SPF.
Yeah.
You want to do at least, I want to say 35, 30 or above at least. So I'll do a little light base of cushion, and then I'll go ahead and, you know, pour this out.
Okay.
And I use my hands for this because I just don't want to waste product with the sponge.
Yeah.
So I'll use my hands with this, and yeah, this gives me a pretty solid base, I would say, and then the color kind of starts to look nice at that point.
Okay, perfect.
So I've done that, and then I'll, you know, pounce around a little bit with my dirty. Right now it's dirty. It's my Real Technique. It's actually ripped from right here recently. So I'll pounce around.
Do you like this better than Beauty Blender? Like, what if you had to compare?
I feel like I still like Beauty Blender.
Okay, why?
I feel like maybe the way that the texture of that, the way it's made, this is spongy. And it gives you more area. Like, look how big that is. It gives you a lot more area, and it has those pointed edges or the flat if you're, you know, maybe setting something under your eyes and just maybe just blending your concealer with this. But with the Beauty Blender, I don't know. I think the pink Beauty Blender, I think I still do like that, but I've been using this, and I really, honestly, I haven't had any complaints.
Okay.
I don't really like to powder my face because, again, I have dry skin, so it'll start flaking off by the end of the day. I bought this a long time ago. You can tell it's dirty at this point. It's the NYX No Filter finishing powder. So I try not to use this, but it's been tinted because I've put it on here. I'll just kind of like ruffle my, I guess, like my
swirl your brush.
Yes,
yeah,
swirl is the word. My brush around, take off the excess, and I'll kind of put it around my cheeks a little bit around my nose, some of my forehead. Not too much under my eyes because, again, I have creases down there, and I try just not to put too much powder there. I'll just kind of blend with my finger or just my blender at that point. but again, this gives a little bit of color also. So concealer. So with concealers, these are the two I picked for today, but I have a Tarte one, I have IT Cosmetics.
What's like your go-to?
But right now, I've been using these two.
Okay.
I should have probably brought my other one, but that's a little bit darker, so I think I just didn't get that one. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me. You can't like, at this point it doesn't have nothing on it. But the shade is right here, 25 medium something.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been using it a lot. This is probably like my third, fourth, what is this, tube?
Yeah, tube.
Tube of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the little angled applicator. Obviously, we love this. It's good to go under your eyes.
Yeah.
But slightly lower, wherever we're supposed to make that upside down triangle. This is where I use this. Maybe a little bit on my forehead also, a little bit on my chin, a little bit around my Cupid's bow type of area sometimes.
Okay.
So and we all know this is hardcore stuff, so
yeah, it doesn't crease.
It doesn't crease. Well, it creases for me still, actually.
Oh, really?
Just because I guess that's just the type of skin I have. But this is good stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I've used multiple tubes of these.
Okay.
I like thick, nice, dark eyebrows. So anybody who's maybe just new at eyebrows and don't want to spend that much money, I want to say this is like $2.
Yeah.
This is e.l.f. brow pencil.
Yeah.
This is my second tube using it. And
I've never used it.
This is so good. Sorry, it's so dirty, but it's thicker.
Oh.
It's angled because I like to use it at an angle, so it just kind of maintains that angle.
Oh.
So it's thick, but the color is perfect. And the spoolie is
doesn't break.
So awesome.
Like the Anastasia.
Yep, I have the empty tube or empty pencil, whatever, and I've still kept it just because the spoolie is so great.
Okay.
So I like to nicely shape it with this, and the lower part of my eyebrows, I'll go ahead and try to draw good thick streaks with this.
Yeah. And
then of course this is our holy grail. Used multiple tubes of that, and look at that, perfect example of what happens. So I don't even use this.
Yeah, that one always breaks.
Yeah, I like that. It's skinny. It's good to draw your eyebrows. And it's like hair-like strokes, pretty much. Oh, look, I have
very
food on
thin.
Here.
Yeah.
Very. Oops, still got food. Okay, so there you go. This is what I like to do. So the front part of my brows, this is how I like to draw it, upward, and then as I go down, I'll go ahead and draw, this way, however my hair is.
Okay.
So I'm not, I don't like to overdraw too much, so just however my hair is. But this is good.
It's really creamy, too.
I really like it. And so what I like to do is I actually will just sweep maybe my bronzer on my lids, whatever bronzer, either my Tantalizer or my Tarte or whichever bronzer that I smack, whichever one that I have, and I'll just sweep it across my lid. That way I've got an even sort of lid. And then what I like to do is just draw just use my pencil liner to do like a little eyeliner. Okay. And I like to do a thin eyeliner, and then I smudge it, because when you smudge it, it becomes a little bit thicker. Yeah. So I'll have the thicker part towards the end of my eye, so it looks maybe a little bit bigger and like wide open type of thing. Yeah. These are just a couple ones that I use regularly, so I just picked these three. This is just a Revlon one. This is a nice brown color, dark brown. I really like that. And again, like I said, if you smudge that, like, this is what I like. I don't like when it's too proper. Almost like I sort of woke up.
Unintentional.
Yeah, like I rub my eyes, but I just look so good after it. So that. And then I really like this. I think I just picked this up on a whim. This is Rimmel. But why I picked it was it's not just the color, it has a little bit of shine, you can tell.
Yeah, it doesn't really pick it, but yeah.
Yeah, it has a little bit of shine. Of course, it has the little smudger, but I love it because it's almost like a little metallic. Yeah. So I love that. Those are two brown, and I just picked one colorful one. This is a Tarte one that I have. Super creamy,
Yeah.
And this has a smudger also.
Yeah.
This is totally worth the money. I don't even know how much this was, but the pencil was like so long.
Really?
But this is the Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes. I have this, and I have one in green, like an emerald green. Both
that's
amazing.
Nice.
So pretty good.
That's pretty nice.
So that's what I do. And then I've got my eyes kind of, I guess, set. So I've got a few bronzers. And look at this, I had to duct tape this together because, again, falling apart. I think everybody goes through this, but anyway, I have a couple of different bronzers that I use, but I've had this, I've used over the years, like 3-4 years maybe even. So much of this, so I had to buy a big old thing. So this is our Lorac Tantalizer baked bronzer. I love it because you can see it has that little bit of
oh my god,
shine.
it almost hit the pan, huh?
I know, I'm waiting, so maybe I can venture to something new, but I don't want to. Maybe I'll buy a travel size next time just in case. So
yeah,
it's, I mean, if you want to sculpt, obviously this is not the way to go, because this has a lot of sheen shimmery and shimmer to it, so it's not gonna sculpt much for you. So sometimes what I like to do, I didn't bring my other bronzer, maybe I should have brought my plain one. I had the MAC Give Me Sun. Yeah, I have that, so I'll just maybe lightly coat that, use that first around my, wherever my cheekbone area is, and then I'll kind of dip my brush, dust off, and then like go over it with that, so I have a little bit of sheen. I just love the sheen. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, and I definitely use this on my eyelids all the time. I may have used that today too, I don't remember, but yeah. So love, love, love this. Always gonna purchase this. So once I've done that, then I go to my blush.
Oh, so I like that blush.
This is the MAC Petal Power. I have that. Yeah, you probably have that. This is the mineral blush. Again, you're gonna see a trend. I love me some shine, some shimmer. Look at that. Yeah. So pretty. It looks so good in the sunlight. I've had this for a while. I use it almost whenever I wear makeup. I probably use this a lot. And I have the little travel thing from NARS also, like it was a birthday gift or something. Yeah. Love that too. Almost a similar color, but that has more goldish tone. This does too, but that's more distinct, I want to say. But I use this a lot, so kind of around the apple of my cheeks, that area. Sometimes it can be too much if you use this and the Tantalizer together. So if you're not one that likes a lot of shimmer, I think I would say do the MAC or whatever is the plain bronzer that does not have any shimmer, and then use this on top. That way you don't even need a highlighter, honestly. It's just so pretty. I love it. Like, perfect. That looks really good. So that looks like that's about to almost hit the pan too. Yeah, so you know I've been using it for a good bit of time.
Dented.
So I've got that. So we've got a good thing down so far, and then to move on to our eyelashes. You know, I have pretty, I guess thick but normal-ish eyelashes, but they're sort of straight, so you need a good eyelash curler. This is from Tarte that I've had. Obviously, oops, I'm using dirty fingers, so you can see all my makeup on here, and my eyelash seems to be stuck on there too, but that's the Tarte one I've had. I've had it for a good time. I really like it. It does the job. It doesn't, you know, kind of get stuck on me or pull my lashes too much, so I like this. And then, so I have been all over the place with my mascaras. This one is from Clinique. I think it's High Impact Mascara, and I just love, and I want to say this was a free gift too, but I've already used 2 or 3 because I had multiple. So this is the bristles of that. I just love the bristles. Yeah, it's all around round bristle, and of course it's a little sort of pointed towards the end, so that helps get your little hairs there. Yeah. So I'll use this probably on a normal daily basis, so to speak. Okay. But yeah, it probably is. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. And then well, let's say maybe if we're going out or something, or maybe I know that maybe it's humid a little bit, or if I'm going in the water. Yes,
Yeah.
I put mascara when I'm going in the water still. So this one is the waterproof one.
Okay. From
That's
L'Oreal.
Lash Paradise. Is it from L'Oreal?
Yeah, it's
I
L'Oreal
think so.
Lash Paradise.
Yeah. So that's the waterproof one. Again, this is gonna be super thick. I love the bristles on this one as well. Super long. If you guys have long, you know, maybe almond shaped eyes, perfect for that. But what I like to use this for is to hold my eyelashes in place.
Okay.
So waterproof mascara, I've noticed, will do that a lot better than just normal mascara. Sometimes normal mascaras, after towards the end of your day, they wear out a little bit. The waterproof one, I like to get as little as possible.
Yeah.
So I'll try to, you know, scrape away the excess. So that's why you see all this extra stuff on the side. So I like try to scrape away the excess and then just lightly coat from your root all the way up, maybe twice, both lashes, and then let it be. So at that point, I've got a good curve, and then I'll go ahead and top it off with this.
Okay.
Towards maybe not the bottom, not the root of my lashes, but like the actual length of the lashes, so it becomes a little thick.
Okay.
So I'll do that. These are really good. I think we've got a good face down so far. And then just to throw in, if you want a little bit of a highlight, this is really good. It's Laura Geller, you know, compact and, you know, pretty good.
Very golden.
Yeah, very golden.
Champagne-ish
Yeah,
golden.
love it. I feel like we have more than enough of highlighters, but this was just compact enough that I've used it on a daily basis. And it's Gilded Honey.
Okay.
And it's a baked illuminator.
Gotcha.
So, it looks like that because I've been using a fan brush with it, so you know it's all over the place. But you know, just use it as normally as you would, and
yeah,
it's just a good little touch up that you can do, or top off that you can do. And then, I mean, I could have brought you like a million different lip colors, honestly. It's hard to decide, depends on what you're doing, what you're wearing, and all of that. But I just picked something neutral because you told me to. So this is from NARS, and I don't know what is that the name of it?
I don't
know.
think so. I don't know.
Well,
it comes in like a gift set, right?
Yep, this was in a birthday gift set with a red pencil, and I am obsessed with this and the red, both. That red is the most perfect red ever.
Would it be like one of your go-to lip, like?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
I grabbed this a lot, and it's super creamy, so easy to use. You know, you could just take it with you for a nice little touch up, and you know, it's a nice neutral-ish color. You know, you can just lightly wear it, and you don't have to go that hard into it, so it does the job. But again, I like this and the red, both. They're so good, super creamy. And then I think this is probably like so old that they probably don't even make this anymore. I want to say this is probably from Bath and Body Works, honestly.
Okay.
It's the menthol lip shine, warm apple cider flavor, smell, whatever. But this is just a plain, whoa.
It's about to like pour.
Yeah, so this is just a nice shine that I'll throw on top of my lip color. So, you know, just to make it look more juicy. So either if you're throwing it on top of that even, you know, I think it makes a difference. So I've had this for a long time. Love this. You could probably just do any colorless lip gloss and it would do the job, but I just love this because it's so easy to use too. So so yeah, that does our lips. And I mean, I wanted to throw in like a little bit of perfume or something in there. Whoa. It's gonna start pouring.
Yeah,
it's about to be
let's wrap it up.
But so this is from Toka. Cleopatra is the scent. I always, you'll see me carry at least some kind of travel little of perfume all the time, I think. Almost all the time. I try to remember to put it all the time. So I just brought this one just so, you know, again, sometimes you may go eat somewhere and you kind of carry all those smells with you in your clothes, so this helps. And just to even feel a little refreshed sometimes, this helps. So anything works, I just use this. And my hands are super dry all the time, so I'll use this as my hand cream. I don't know, I think this was in one of my Ipsy bags a while ago. But again, this has apparently essential oils of lemongrass and patchouli, but you can definitely smell it. It's super creamy, helps. Like I said, I have dry hands, so this really helps. And that really is the end. And yeah, so I'll try to, again, like I said, after I put my powders and all of that on, I'll spray this, drench my face with this, and wait and pounce a little bit with my beauty sponge at that point. I even carry this with me ever so often, or any form of this. That way, throughout the day, if I'm feeling a little dry, or my nose is starting to crack a little bit, or my skin's cracking a little bit, and then I'll go and use this. It's good for all skin types, so this is good. And I didn't bring a setting spray. You can actually even just use this.
Yeah,
and
set it with it.
Yeah. But I've been using the Morphe one recently. It's like a continuous spray. It's not like, you know, pump, it's spray and it's continuous. So it's really good. It's super fine spray, so that's really good. And then of course the Urban Decay one is like
an OG.
Yeah, all-nighter spray. So that
okay, so
really great. So yeah,
this is what someone going to grad school and who works full-time.
Yep.
Makeup pouch. How long have you been wearing makeup?
Whoa.
Do you remember, like, how like just any kind of like makeup stuff?
Oh man, I have been wearing makeup since I was 13, 14 maybe.
Okay, so
yeah, some kind of eyeliner, some kind of like compact, as we used to say.
Yeah.
You know, something like that, and some kind of maybe even just like clear lip gloss or something.
Okay.
I want to say probably 14.
Okay.
Yeah, so somewhere around that, but it's been a long time.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I guess these are like your go-tos for now.
Yeah, go-to for now. I mean, most of these I've been using for a good bit, I think.
Yeah, you definitely don't steer away from something if you like it.
Yeah,
I feel
right.
like
I'll try to incorporate maybe newer items, but I'll still keep my older items so that, you know, again, I know these are gonna always work for me, so yeah.
Great. All right, well, thanks, Asha.
You are welcome, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Thanks.